Welcome to The Art of Being Unstoppable, the podcast where we will go beyond the ordinary and embrace the extraordinary. Be part of down-to-earth, no BS conversations where we will explore hot topics on love and money, relationships and business, beauty, and who we get to be with all that shit in between. With our insights and your actions, let's be unstoppable together. Let's go.
Welcome back to another episode of The Art of Being Unstoppable. I am so happy that you are here today with us. I wanted to talk, and Tina and I had this little conversation, and she said, press record. So I am. So I'm going to kind of just wing this, but I wanted to talk about multitasking. And as women, we multitask, and we always say, oh, we're the best multitaskers. Well, you know what? Multitasking isn't a thing. We should not be doing multitasking for one reason, and this is what I believe, is when we take on too many things at one time, we never do any of them to our full capacity. We don't do them 100%. Like if I'm washing the dishes and making dinner and, I don't know, sweeping the floor and, online too, trying to work, nothing's getting my full attention. Nothing. So everything won't get my 100%. It just isn't possible. So I was saying to Tina that something came up for me really, really loud this week. And it was about multitasking with friends, with people, not just friends, but your social, your family, your circle, your tribe. So I have a client who I've had, and I love her dearly. I've had her for, probably 30 years. I'm going to say around 30, 29 maybe. Years. And I've done her hair. I know her family. I used to do her husband's hair. I still do her hair. I know her children. I've been to weddings. I've seen it all, right? I know her grandchildren, the whole bit. That woman never, ever, ever comes to see me for her hair without something in hand. And whether it's cookies for my husband, she'll bring him cookies and they're fresh baked. Whether it's she'll bring me soup sometimes because she made some and she thought, oh, I know you like this soup. Or she brings me things for my home. She'll bring me things for my grandchildren. She always, always puts everyone else first. She doesn't just do this for me. And I know that for a fact because she had offered my daughter some furniture. They were getting rid of, they didn't need it anymore. Beautiful furniture. So we go to pick it up. And as her neighbor was leaving, she said, oh, wait 1 minute. She ran in because she had a birthday card for the young girl. So do you see what I'm saying? Everybody, she doesn't forget those things. Those things are so important to her. She cares and loves so deeply for the people that are in her life that she's not so busy multitasking, trying to take everything on to be the superhero. She's actually doing things that mean that, and that lights her up. That fills her cup, that she gets to bring joy to everyone else. And that came up for me this week, and I've shared this, that I had gone through a couple of months of a pretty down time, and the people in my life that reached out, that were there, that cared, that, were always on for me. They were never not. Got me through that time, helped me get through that time. Do I do that for others is the question that I ask myself. I listen to podcasts when I drive. I listen to our podcast when I drive, and Mel Robbins. And, but I was quiet. I've been trying to get quiet and really listen to me. And with that, see, look at me. With that, I thought to myself, I have a lot of people in my life that mean the world to me. And I want to be sure that I give them what they deserve from me. And I think that that's important to me because that is my love language. I love to give, whether it's my time, whether it's a gift, whether it's just thinking of you, whatever. I love to give. So do we do that? Do we give enough? Like, do you know what I'm saying? And that comes to multitasking. Like, in anything, because we're not giving enough if we're doing 10 things at one time. We're not giving any of those the justice, the quality that that it deserves. But are we doing that with our friends and our family as well?
Mm.
And it's
Yeah, that's
crazy
a great
because
question.
it is. I have 4 kids. One doesn't live in town. My oldest son's, I talk to him, but my second daughter, I talk to her all the time. She's a single mom. She has 3 kids. My my second daughter is married. She's got a husband. She's busy. I don't talk to her every day. Not that I don't want to, but and then I thought, wow, I talk to Jenna every day, sometimes multiple times, but I don't talk to Jordan every day. And I don't like that. I don't like that. I want to talk to my daughter every day because I think about her every day. Right? So those are the
Yeah.
little things. Like, what are your thoughts? Like, what are you hearing in this, Tina? Like, what do you think?
It's a really interesting topic, and it's probably not a comfortable topic for me because I feel like I probably don't give I give more to my clients, I give more to my business than I probably do to friends and family. And what I mean by that is like I'll sacrifice things for example, you invited me to a concert. I'm like, $120. I don't even like country music. Nah, I'm not going to do it. I'll save my money instead of just, it's a memory and it would probably be a good night out. But I was like, no, I don't want to do that, and so it's like, but knowing that it's important, the quality time and doing things is important for people. Is it a, I just don't want to do it, or I'm not thinking about people, or I'm being selfish? Like, I think it's easy for me to get them caught in my head when it comes to this. And, multitasking, it's like, it's not multitasking, but where am I putting my priorities? And I find that sometimes this shows up at dinner. We used to always have this rule, like no cell phones at the dinner table. And then slowly it was like, okay, well, we can have the phone on the table. And if a notification pops up that's important, we'll answer it. And it's like, well, that's not being fully present either. That's
Yeah.
multitasking, always thinking about, well, what's more like, is this stupid thing more important than, family? No, it's not. Is sitting at home and building a business more important than quality time with friends? And I, I, I don't know what to say about that because it's something that I love what I do so much that I think I do sacrifice some things like that are bigger than me, I feel, um, for what's right in front of me. Like
Yeah.
you sacrifice the people that are the time, the quality time with the people that are most important, and how I justify it is, but like the vision, the mission that I have, what I want to create is gonna contribute to them. Like I need to focus on this, and then it doesn't really work that way, and I'm
Yeah.
aware of that, and it's not like, oh, it's not a very good thing to be aware of or conscious of. It's kind of confronting.
Well, and I remember
Um,
you used to say to me, well, not used to, you still do. You can't unsee what you see, and you can't unknow when you finally figure it out, right? So you
mhm.
know that it's in your awareness, and it's maybe something that you get to just sit with and ask yourself about. I know that it's an important thing for me. It always has been. Um, being an only child, I had my parents. My parents were a part of absolutely everything we did as a family. They were here for everything all the time. We were always together for everything. Vacations we did together, everything. It was just the way it was. Well, my husband wasn't raised that way. We barely ever see his family. You know what I mean? They live away. They don't live in the city, so they live 12 hours away. So we may see them once a year, maybe once every 2 years, right? Not that we can't talk on the phone or FaceTime, but the physical time that we spend together with people is important. And I had this conversation with my daughters on my birthday weekend, actually. And I said, Christmas gets carried away. My parents used to come down with 2 vehicles full of gifts. for everybody. It would take us almost 6 hours to open presents because there was 7, 8 of us, right? So there was quite a few of us. But, and then all the presents that I had purchased and whatever. So those were memories that were wonderful. I can't say that they weren't, but all of that stuff isn't here anymore. They're not here anymore. So I don't want that for my grandkids. I don't want them to think, oh yeah, I remember who bought me that. Oh, I don't know who bought me that. Oh, do you remember last summer when we spent the weekend at Gigi's and we camped outside and we did this and we did that? That's what I want. I want memories with my people. You know, I don't want presents. I don't want things. I want you. I want time with the people that mean the most to me. And I think that that's what's more important. And bringing up the concert, we went, it was great, but why it was so special for me was Chuck came with me. I usually do a lot of my social stuff without him because he doesn't enjoy the same things as I do, right? It was amazing. We danced the entire concert. We sang every song together. It was awesome. It was like this, exactly what we needed to bring each other back closer together. And this is a cute little story, but I'm going to share it. So the one song, One Man Band, is like a song that we both love. We sing it all the time. And it's like kind of, you know, we're not anything if we're not together kind of thing, right? So he had said to me, I have to go to the bathroom. And I said, okay, well, go right now because the song's ending before they play that song, right? So they start playing it as he's gone. And my girlfriend looks at me, she goes, where's your husband? I'm like, I don't know. He had to go pee. And she's going, and then I turn and he's there. He came right back.
Oh.
And like, it was like, that was just, you know, that little tiny thing. He probably had to pee so bad, but he was with me. He stood with me. We danced, we sang. Those are the memories that you can't buy me anything that replaces what that was. Right? And you and I have had many memories that we've created together. So you're not coming, I get. And that's cool. But I do understand what the meaning of that was for you to explain, because it is true. Like, if we don't know about tomorrow and we don't have the past, we just have today. What does it matter, the material shit that we have, if we don't have each other?
Mm-hmm.
Like, who cares how much your house costs or what car you drive or, you know, what brand name you have on your ass? It doesn't matter.
Fruit of the loom, Vicky. Fruit of the loom. Oh, yeah, I know it. And this brings us back to like, are we multitasking through life? Are we putting our energy and focus everywhere and nowhere? You know, and what is important to us, and what I do feel like I mean, I know we talk about this too, but like, this is the best invention of the world, the cell phone, the smartphone, and the worst. Because I feel our life revolves around this. And it's funny because this was a need that people didn't know that they had. And now people can't live without it, right? And I do think that it really takes away our presence sometimes, even when we're out to dinner. And like, I heard something that I want to implement, which is a no social media day. Every Sunday, no social media. Shut my phone down. Let my kids know, listen, if it's an emergency, call me, or like, I'll have my phone on. If you need me, call me. Like, don't text me. I'm not going to be on my phone, not going to be on social media. I'm not going to be playing any games. Like, just shut the phone down for one day. I want to see what I do in that day. That's so, you know, for me, what can I do without social media just to see, oh, I read a book. Oh, I did this. Oh, we went for a walk. Oh, you know, I just think that.
You know, it's crazy you say that, because since we started this cleanse on the 14-day challenge, my coffee in the morning is my time. I get my coffee, I sit, I'm on my phone, I scroll, then I play my couple of games that I play, and then I'm working, but I'm working on my phone. So what am I
Mm,
doing? I'm not enjoying
yeah.
the quiet time with myself. I am preoccupied and I am actually multitasking. I'm having my coffee. I'm thinking I'm spending time, but I'm on my phone.
Yeah. Mel Robbins did I think it was Mel Robbins who said, like, when people pick up their phone in the morning, you're actually inviting all of those people into your bedroom. And I'll never get that image out of my head.
Yeah.
You know, when you're on social media and you're scrolling, you're laying
Yeah.
there in bed naked or with pajamas,
Yeah.
whatever, however you sleep. I won't tell you guys how I sleep, but depends on the day. Um, but yeah, it's, and that multitasking, what's the cost and what's the impact of always doing multiple things at one time? No? What is, because I just like you, when I'm driving to the gym, I'm listening to a podcast. When I'm outside for a walk, I'm listening. I'm doing my spirituality work. I'm always doing multiple things at one time.
Absolutely.
So when you said, I want to talk about multitasking, I'm like, oh, I don't know if
Right?
I want to talk about this because I'm busted. Yeah, I'm the queen of multitasking. And I
Aren't we
know
all?
that,
Aren't we all? Like
yeah, it's
anybody
not,
that's listening to this, anybody that's listening, Tina, everyone is the queen of multitasking because that's what we do. That's how our lives have become in the last 10 years. Like we all do it. Because,
Mhm.
I remember my mom baking in the kitchen, and this was the best thing. She'd have her music on, and she'd be baking, and she'd be right into it. Not a care in the world about anything else. And she loved what she was doing, right?
Mm.
Now, when we're here, we're doing this, like I guess we're being very present. Our phones are down. It's just you and I. But that's kind of the reason we started this podcast was because you and I have so much to talk about and so much insight that we wanted to share this with people. But we're present. And this is quality time with each other. This is what I enjoy. I enjoy this time with you because it's important to me, but I'm not writing things down. I'm not typing over here. I am with you and you only. That's what's important, right? And you the
Yeah.
same, like we are here, we're present, we're with each other. And the feeling that gives me is satisfaction. I feel complete. I feel good. I feel whole. It fills something. So when you're doing the other things, that's the way I'm looking at it. Like when I'm doing other things, do them just one thing at a time.
Mhm.
Like put the phone down, read a book.
And how many people, like, I don't know how you feel about this, but for the longest time, I never had a TV in my bedroom. I'm
Yeah,
like, there is no place for a TV in the bedroom.
yeah,
Like, no. And I'm single now, and I have a TV in my bedroom. Somebody put it up for me. But I rarely turn it on because I still have that belief TV should not be in a bedroom. Like you should be your unwind time, your, you know, quality time with your spouse, your partner, or yourself. I don't
yeah,
know. So,
absolutely.
you know,
Whatever.
not uh, but yeah, it's just like, where do we have any sacred space where we can just be? We go from this device to the computer device to the television device. We're in front of devices all day
Yeah,
long. I sit behind the computer all day. And then when I will have downtime, I'm like, oh, I'm going to go play my game on my phone for a half an hour. And then I'm
right?
like, oh, I'm going to get stuff done around the house. I'm like, oh, I'm going to go watch TV. It's like, oh
Exactly.
my God. If I gave up my phone and television, I would have my book written. I'd probably be in the best shape of my life. And I would have the most kick-ass meal plan system ever. I would have so much time to do what's actually important to me. But this stupid thing and that stupid thing, the
Yeah.
TV, are just such time suckers. So
You know,
I'm really looking into that.
I have a client that when I did her hair, she was going to her son's wedding and it was in Italy and she was so excited. But we were talking and she said, I stopped playing games and being on my phone when my friend who had cancer passed away. She said, because I realized how much time I lost that I could have been with her doing things that didn't have any meaning.
Wow.
And I was like,
Yeah.
if that doesn't put things into perspective, I don't know what does. And
Yeah.
it's true. I am the same. I like my game. I can totally, tune out everything else in the world. At that time, I don't have to think. That's my time.
Mm-hmm.
But why couldn't I read a book? Why couldn't I go outside and sit and enjoy the peace and quiet of the nature outside of my house? Why couldn't I say,
Yeah.
hey, T, want to go for a walk for
Yeah.
that half an hour that we're spending on a frickin' game on our phone? That's the thing that I think is multitasking. And that's because I'll sit on my phone with my husband watching TV, like you just said, with my phone playing a game. So I'm not paying any attention to my husband. I'm not paying really any attention to what we're watching, but I'm on my phone playing a game.
Yeah. I know.
And I'm
And
multitasking because I am kind of, right? Paying attention to him or watching the show, but really you're not.
yeah, we're not throwing shade because this is real for us too. This isn't like, oh,
Oh,
I don't go on my phone and I don't play games and I'm so that. Well, like if you're listening and you are a person that doesn't have those devices, send me a message and let me know what your secret is, how you do it, how
me
do you break
too.
the habit,
Yes,
because
please.
that is something that now, I haven't actually chose it yet, and I think that's the thing. When you choose what's really important to you, I like to say to people, tell me how you spent your last 24 hours, and I'll tell you what's important to you. And it's, being conscious is saying, yeah, I guess the TV and my phone is more important than writing my book, than going to the gym. And that's not right or wrong, good or bad. It's just the reality. And
Yep.
I don't have to make myself wrong for that. That's
No,
just it. Like,
that's right.
if I want to make a change, if I don't want that to be the most important thing in my life, then I have to do something about it.
Yeah.
Period.
Yep.
That's it.
And I mean, we
And
started this conversation off about multitasking, and really we've gone in, but it all has something to do with it. Everything that we've talked about is about multitasking
being present
and being
and
present.
not being present. And if it's important to us to be present in life and just start realizing what is actually important, there's, a lot of things that a lot of rabbit holes we wouldn't be sucked down.
Yeah.
I know our last podcast episode was a little bit heated, but we don't want to go back there. But, it's just micro shifts. It's 1%.
Yeah.
No, if you're on your phone every night from 8 o'clock until 11 o'clock, maybe go on your phone from 8 o'clock to 9 o'clock, or like interrupt the pattern and habit. If you are working and on your phone and doing all of these things, like maybe set a timer where you work for an hour and then go on your phone for 10 minutes, or I don't know what it looks like. But if we want change, we got to interrupt the habits. It's habits and patterns. Then we
Yeah.
shift our behavior. Then we shift our being. That's how it works. If you want transformation in your life, start with your habits and behaviors, and everything else will ripple from that.
Well, I'm going to definitely make a change for myself because this just really kind of put things into perspective for me as well when you were saying that. And yeah, I do spend too much time on my phone, and yeah, I don't want to. I don't want to anymore.
I don't want to. And
I
that
don't
and
want
that's
to.
the thing.
Yeah,
Transformation doesn't happen over time. It happens in a moment where you choose
that's
something
right.
different. And Vicky and I have been doing this 14-day cleanse where we gave up drinking caffeine and processed foods and all of this stuff. And the first couple of days we were just dying of a headache, and you know but then it forced us to, oh, now we got to meal prep. We got to cook. We got to look for healthy recipes. And it's only been 3 days, but I'm already looking for an access to create it because we committed to it. And that's the
That's right.
thing. When you commit to something, it doesn't have to be perfect. The first day of the cleanse, I had chocolate covered blueberries. I'm like, guys, I already messed up. They're like, that's okay.
It's
Start
okay.
again tomorrow.
That's
And
right.
that's what I did, you know? It's like, but why did I do that? Oh, I wasn't prepared. I didn't have
Mhm.
meals ready. I was hungry. It was right in front of me. I didn't practice restriction. Okay, cool. You see it? You can't
Yeah,
unsee it. Now
that's
choose
right.
different.
Yeah. Yeah.
So, and this is what life is. Just if it's not working for you, don't let anybody else tell you it's not working for you. You decide what works for you. And if you want to change, change. And if you don't, don't. It's all good. We're all going to get to where we're supposed to be, no matter how long it takes us.
That's
Either
right.
this lifetime or the next, you know, we're going to get there.
That's right.
So
We are.
when you think, oh, I'm going backwards or I feel like I'm regressing, no, consider that is actually going forward. The fact that you recognize you might be slipping back is actually moving forward. So
Yeah.
congratulations.
Well, thank you all for listening today. I hope you got something out of this, and maybe there's a little shift that you want to make in your life. And again, it's just making the decision and making the choice and not making yourself wrong if you don't do it perfectly, so to speak. So thank you, and we will see you in the next episode.
Bye, everyone.
Well, friends, that is the end of our episode today. If you love this episode, hit the subscribe button so you never miss another episode. And please share us with your friends and tag us on your socials at The Art of Being Unstoppable. So for today, have yourself a beautiful day and let's be unstoppable together. See you next time.